In this video, I want to talk about my biggest investing mistake in 2020. And it's an ugly one. Although I really didn't lose any money, theoretically, I kind of did lose a lot of money as well. So this mistake was an investment that I really wanted to do, but I ended up not doing it instead. And because of that decision, this has haunted me since that day. I realized that that was the biggest mistake I could have done in 2020. I do think about this from time to time, but I really know that this was a really valuable lesson for me. Like the video if you find this content valuable, and consider subscribing as well. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Without wasting any more time, let's talk about the biggest investing mistake that I did in 2020. Welcome to Risky Freedom. This is where we manage risk for financial freedom in the future. Let's get into the video. So I actually started investing not too long ago. I started in November 2019. And as a starter without any proper experience, I started of course with like index funds, which is the safest route for investing, especially when you start out. Your money is diversified into a lot of different sectors, so it's really a lower risk. And I do think my biggest investing mistake in 2020 could have been avoided if I actually sat down, did some homework, and started learning about stocks earlier, so I had the knowledge to do what I needed to do. But that was not the case this time, so I just had to take it as a lesson learned. You know, when I started, I was just investing in these funds, and it was long term, so I didn't really pay attention too much, so I didn't use a lot of time to try to read about this. I just knew that index funds could give a nice return in the long term, and I actually learned that from a book that I read called I Will Teach You to Be Rich by Ramit Sethi. Link in the description if you want to check that book out, amongst some other books for personal finance. Anyway, so we all probably know about Corona. If you don't know about Corona, you've probably been living under a rock or something. The coronavirus came and the market crash came in February 2020. And when this crash came, this was only almost 4 months into my investing. So I was really a rookie. I did not have any experience other than knowing that I was going to invest long-term in index funds. So this crash in 2020 was for me an emotional roller coaster. But I do think that I've learned some valuable lessons. And by the way, comment down below if you have learned some valuable lessons as well in 2020 with investing. Of course, as any rookie probably would do when a market crash occurs, I started thinking about, should I take my small profits from these index funds or should I just leave it there? I was really tempted to just take the profits that I had. It was probably around a few $100. Luckily I didn't, because I was really stubborn and I had promised myself that I was going to invest each month, so I continued investing a small amount each month. Now around this time of this crash in February and March, this was the time I started learning about stocks and reading about stocks. I remember everything was crashing and every company was in a deep dive into the red zone, and I heard people just saying sell, you gotta sell everything, you gotta sell your stocks, you gotta sell your funds, everything like that. But I didn't really pay attention to that, because I knew what I was going to do and I knew this was long term. And as I was learning about stocks, I came across this kind of mindset that this was about buying stocks when the market was crashing, so you get these stocks kind of on a discount, which made you more profit over time when it was rising later. And this started to make sense to me, and I was really paying attention to the Apple and Tesla and those stocks. So here comes the mistake that I made. This one day, I think it was 6th of April, each Tesla stock was around $500 per share. So that was around 12,000 Norwegian kroners, which I live in Norway, and that's around $1,500 for 3 shares. And I sat there with my money around $1,800, and I'd been saving for quite a while, so if I would have lost $1,500 on Tesla shares, that would not be the end for me at all. I was considering this day to buy 3 shares of Tesla. The mistake is, I did not do it. And at that time, I knew that Tesla was a well-established company with a bright future, so I don't quite understand till this day why I didn't do it. So instead, I took these $1,500 into different index funds, because it was much safer, and I was the risk and all that. I was really afraid of losing everything. Even though I could afford to lose $1,500, the fear of losing that money was just too big for me to take that risk. And no one ever knew if this was the bottom of the Corona crash or if it was going to keep crashing. And that really made me confused, so I decided to put those money into index funds, which has made me some nice profit, of course. So I'm really happy that I actually invested it, but I'm really sad that I didn't take that advantage to invest it in Tesla. You know, time goes by, my portfolio grows back to where it was before the crash, and after being on vacation with my girlfriend and my family that summer, I decided to check how Tesla was doing after this crash. And boy, did I feel that instant regret. Yeah, I did. That was really painful. So this was in the start of August, and I saw that the price has skyrocketed. I don't know what it was. It was like $1,500 at that time, I think. And I was just devastated. I was like, why did I not choose to put that money in Tesla? And then at the end of August or in the start of September, the split came. It was $2,500 per share before the split, and then it was $500 again. So after this split, I decided to buy 1 share of Tesla. And now, finally, I was in the Tesla train, which I could have been way earlier with a lot more profit. The 1 Tesla share was $2,500 right before the split, which means that I could have had $7,500 in 3 Tesla stocks. And that is $6,000 profit on 3 Tesla shares if I would have bought them in April. And that is a lot of money. It's really annoying that this happened to me, and I was thinking about it all the time, like, why didn't I buy Tesla? But I'm really happy that this happened to me anyway, because now I've learned some valuable lessons about crashes, about long-term investing, and about buying the dips and buying when it's on discount. Which means that when the next crash comes, I'll be well prepared and I know exactly what to do in order to get the best out of the stocks. So something that I learned is that if you experience a stock market crash and you buy Tesla when it's been down 20% and it continues to crash another 10%, you still bought it 20% cheaper than it was before the crash. Even though it crashed further down, you still have bought it on a really nice discount. You know, longer term, it will eventually go up again. It will sit there with a lot of profit. And it's been shown through graphs over the past 100 years. Every single time there's a market crash, the market comes back way stronger afterwards. And this is exactly what happened with the Corona stock market crash, which will be the most valuable lesson that I learned in 2020 and the biggest mistake in investing. Right now, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still watching, you're a champ. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Now, hopefully this video gives some value and perspective of the stock market and what's going to happen when the stock market crash and how it will eventually get back to where it was. And if you're someone who just started investing and you're watching this, things that I've talked about in this video may be really valuable and you can bring that into your mindset. So when a new stock market crash happens, you know exactly what to do and you won't make the mistake that I did. You know there's always a risk involved, so do your own research as well. I'm no expert at this field. I just share my opinions, my value, and my perspective. And again, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you found some value in this video. And who knows, maybe this video saves you from doing an investing mistake, like I did. But anyway, of course, you learn from mistakes, and I've learned a lot this year, so I'm just really excited about 2021. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you found this valuable, and I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.